Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey guys, and welcome to Film Artsy, your number one source for all things films and movies. And during an event that, of course, wasn't free from any controversy whatsoever, we got to see a reunion of the Marvel Cinematic Universe cast members jumping together to make an appearance on an event for Joe Biden's presidential campaign. Now, of course, we did talk a little bit about some of the backlash various members from the MCU have been receiving, whether it was for not attending or whether it was for attending the event or for not talking about certain issues along the way. We're pretty sure it's safe to assume if you're a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you probably like the cast members. And while this event was something put in place to further a political campaign, it was really cool to get a look at these cast members, and honestly, they were just playing a lot of lighthearted games, having a good time, and being the same cast members we've gotten to see them be in so many different times throughout the interviews along the way. And it's pretty uplifting to get to see these actors just kind of having a good time and providing some entertainment during a time where there's so much stuff that we can't be doing right now, especially if you're a fan of movies. So we wanted to talk about some of the highlights and best and funniest moments from this event. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So the event that was hosted by the Russo brothers introduced the cast members one by one, and there was of course this really funny moment early on where when they were introducing Chris Evans, immediately they asked him about his dog, and Chris opened up a little bit about his dog Dodger, which honestly is definitely something a lot of fans of Chris Evans really like to get updates on.
Asking, how is Dodger?
He's great. He's lying over at the just outside the room. Yeah, he's great. He's great. Him and I have been. He might be getting a little sick of me. You know, we spend every waking second together now. So even though I enjoy the FaceTime I get with him, he may be looking for just old trips to the dog park that we just can't do anymore.
On another note, we actually got Paul Rudd, who showed up and talked about why he's upset with the Cowboys because his fantasy league against Ryan Reynolds is kind of going south.
4 points last night because for some reason, when the Cowboys were on the 1 yard line and it was first down, they decided to throw the ball 3 times instead of giving it to Ezekiel Elliott. So I hate the Cowboys.
I squeaked out a win against you by 1 point, didn't I? Was it last week that I got you?
Last week we played and you won by 1 point.
Scarlett Johansson opened up a little bit about what she's been up to since quarantine all initially started.
Yeah, I've been here since March. So it's a beautiful time of year here. Lots of fall foliage. I feel very thankful to be in a very beautiful place, and that's where I am. Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo talked about the pros and cons of everything that's going on and talked about how he's been a little bit on the nose with wiping down his packages that he gets in the mail just to be extra safe.
Well, I mean, after getting over the extreme paranoia and wiping down every box and every package that came into the house, and just...
Don Cheadle, who is sporting a mustache during this event, talked a little bit about how he had been managing to get through the quarantine.
Go through the feelings and not trying to shut things out and leaning on your friends.
Can I ask you a question?
We've all different times gotten to connect, and it's been great, and it's really helped a lot.
Chris Evans actually talked a little bit about the political side of things and more just talking about how the country is divided.
I have strong political opinions, but what I see happening right now, as I'm sure we all see it happening, is that we're just such a divided country. That's from the head down, and I think we certainly have someone who is actively trying to divide us. So my involvement in politics these days is more about trying to just get people engaged and just
Now, of course, there was also a little bit of a solemn moment during the event where there was kind of an appreciation of Chadwick Boseman, who we very unfortunately lost earlier this year.
And a wonderful human being. And I think that we were all very blessed to have had the opportunity to work with him. And I know that if he were still here, he'd be standing alongside us all right now. So
Yeah.
I know exactly where his heart would be. So I know that we got a few questions.
But after they were able to kind of talk a little bit about him and, you know, pay respect to this great actor, they kind of pivoted a little bit in tone and focused in on more having the rest of this panel more upbeat. And they started looking into different games they could play, and it looks like they had a pretty good idea of how they were going to do the games for this event. So it all started off when the rules of the game were first explained. Essentially, we had Paul Rudd on one team and Mark Ruffalo on another team, and they had trivia questions prepared for each other. But a definite unexpected thing happened was that Team Paul Rudd pulled in a surprise guest appearance of Robert Downey Jr. himself.
There's the man. There's the man.
Nice.
What up, buddy?
Oh my God. That's
All right,
so
down at the
great.
hockey.
Not fair.
I love you 3000.
We're also hugely competitive, so it's about to get nasty. Let's begin.
Who just showed up out of the unexpected blue, and it was actually a really exciting moment because nobody thought he was going to attend this event. Matter of fact, RDJ posted some behind the scenes stuff from his live stream, so you can kind of see in a little bit better quality what had been going on.
All day, but and then just remind everybody to go to iwillvote.com. Let's make our voices heard, and let's get this done. And to the Russo brothers and to the entire cast, thank you guys. This was incredible, really incredible. I mean, not only incredible joy and I'm fanning out, but it's just.
So the teams went back and forth asking questions. For instance, Team Mark Ruffalo would quiz Team Paul Rudd.
Created by Wakanda ancestors. C, arrived to Wakanda in the form of an asteroid. Or D, discovered as the result of a volcanic eruption.
C.
She's making a bold choice. She didn't even consult with you guys. She's making the call.
Sure you don't want to think about it?
There were even some trick questions thrown in there, like this one about whether or not Bruce Banner had so many different PhDs.
Does the Hulk have?
Ooh, Scarlet.
Yeah, good
That's I agree.
Not right.
I agree.
That feels like a trick question to me.
It really does.
I agree.
Is it? Is it a trick question?
It kind of is. Oops.
Might be.
I don't. I think
They definitely got fired up because it was, in fact, a trick question, and they were just kind of all over the place on what the question was actually asking, and it was kind of funny to see.
Hulk or Banner.
No.
It's Banner.
All right, what's the answer? Give us the answer, right?
Seamless. You guys got the trick question out of the gate. You'll fill Mark in on that one later. Yeah, you're right. It's 0 for Hulk. It's 7 for Banner.
There was also another moment that kind of made headlines when a question was asked, who did T'Challa give the Infinity Gauntlet to during the final fight in Avengers Endgame? And it was kind of funny because there was this brief reaction to Scarlett Johansson's answer that was really funny.
Spider-Man, Ant-Man, or the Hulk?
No idea.
I wasn't there, so sorry.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I think it was Spider-Man.
It's Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm with Senator Harris. I think it's Spider-Man.
Senator Harris.
So yeah, this moment was kind of a big deal because Black Widow's character obviously wasn't there in Avengers Endgame for the final fight, as her character kind of met her demise. And then, of course, the answer to that question was, in fact, Spider-Man, and that was kind of the answer that wrapped up the more of the trivia section part of stuff. They then talked a bit about some importance to voting, and ultimately the Avengers had a chance to say some parting words and remind people to vote. Mark Ruffalo, who's always very active in political campaigns, kind of really pushed his opinion, which could be expected for Mark Ruffalo. The other actors were a little bit more reserved in explicitly telling people what they think they should vote or how they should vote, but it is fun to see nonetheless how passionate these guys are and how they all get along in a really cool way during these types of events.
Take care of each other, and just remember how important this moment is, and really show up.
Please
Vote
vote.
Democrat.
Please vote.
Please
Vote
vote.
Democrat, straight down the ticket.
So what did you guys think of the event? Were you able to just kind of enjoy the actors together, or did you like the mix in the politicalness that went into this event? Whatever it is, let us know in the comments down below. Let's have an open discussion about this. Either way, that's it for today. We'll see you guys all next time with a brand new video.
I'm about to.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
See you guys.
Know anybody?